Welcome back to our Python programming series. In today's video, we will delve into the importance of proper variable naming conventions. We will explore various cases such as Camel Case and Snake Case, and how to assign meaningful names to variables. We will discuss the best practices for naming variables and highlight the significance of descriptive and meaningful names. To begin, let's dive into our coding session in VS Code. Our first example showcases the variable first name, which holds the value John. This variable name reflects its content and the type of data it stores. Similarly, we will examine the variable student age, which is assigned the value of 14. By utilizing descriptive and meaningful names, we ensure clarity and comprehension in our code. We choose variable names that represent their purpose and content. Continuing with our coding example, we introduce the variable result, which can hold the outcome of a meeting or any relevant context. Additionally, we have the variable count, which signifies the quantity of cars or colors or any numerical value based on the code's context. To enhance readability, it's common to separate multiple words in variable names using underscores. This convention, known as Snake Case, aids in clear code comprehension. We exemplify this with the variables user underscore name and total underscore students, where the words are joined with underscores. If you follow the Camel Case, then start a name with a lowercase letter and capitalize subsequent words in a multi-word name. With the Snake Case, you need to start the name with a lowercase letter and use underscores to separate subsequent lowercase words. Consistency in naming convention within your project or organization is crucial. While Snake Case is the recommended convention in Python, there are maybe instances where you need to follow to a different coding style or work with existing code bases that utilize Camel Case. Let's summarize naming rules. First, variable should not start with a number. It's forbidden in Python. Python doesn't allow user to create the variable with number at the beginning of the variable name. Second, remember to avoid using reserved words or keywords, as they have predefined meanings in Python and can cause confusion. Just to remind, the reserved words list can be viewed in the console by entering help command with the keyword, as you can see it on your screen. Let's get back to our rules and discuss the underscore. By convention, variables that start with an underscore indicate that they are intended for internal use within a class, module, or function. They are not intended to be accessed or modified directly from outside the scope where they are defined. Our example, the variable underscore resource, means the variable is intended for internal use. Next example is double under, or on slang, dunder. Dunder variables are special variables in Python that they have a specific meaning or behavior. They are used to define and customize various aspects of class and objects. Python variables like init, name, len, and so on are using double under. It's important to note that you should avoid creating your own dunder variables unless you have a specific need or you are working on creating your own class with specific behavior. Next example are two variables, name and name. In Python, variable names are case sensitive, which means that name and name are considered as two distinct variables. Let's discuss difference between these two. First, case sensitivity. Python treats lowercase name and capital case name as separate variables because it distinguishes between lowercase and uppercase letters. Changing the case of any letter in a variable name creates a different variable. Next, there are naming conventions in Python that recommend using lowercase letters for variables names. It is generally recommended to use lowercase letters, underscores, and meaningful names to improve readability and maintain consistency in your code. So following the convention name is more commonly used. Next is readability. Using lowercase letters in variable names makes them more readable and easier to understand at a glance. It's easier to differentiate between name with lowercase letter and name with capital letters and comprehend their purpose in the code. Now let's discuss variables reassignment. In Python, variable reassignment refers to the process of assigning a new value to an existing variable. Here are the rules and behavior related to variable reassignment based on the provided example. Next, the print text statement outputs the value of the text variable at that point, which is hello. This statement will print hello to the console. The line text world reassigns the variable text to a new value, which is now world. The previous value hello is replaced with the new value. The subsequent print text statement outputs the updated value of the text variable, which is world. This statement will print world to the console. It's important to note that variable reassignment is a common practice in Python, and you can assign the values of different data types, such as strings, integers, floats, and more, to the same variable throughout your code. Reassigning a variable allows you to update its value and use it in different contexts as needed. Now let's talk about multiple simultaneous assignment. In Python, the statement number equals var equals 2 assigns the value 2 to both the variables number and var2. Simultaneous assignment can be used to improve code readability and optimize certain operations. It allows for concise and efficient variable initialization when multiple variables need to be set to the same value. To reinforce what we have covered in this lesson, I have prepared some assignments for you. Try completing them on your own and feel free to compare your results with mine. Remember to practice regularly and stay consistent with proper variable naming conventions. First assignment is to create a variable using Camel Case with string value in it. So we create my text, then we assign it a value of hello. It's a string value. Next, we need to create a variable with a number in its name, and we create var4 and we assign the value of 4 to this variable. Then we need to create 3 variables as one-liner that are equal to 6. So we create var1, var2 and var3, and we assign them value of 6. And next will be the command print, which will print the help function with keywords, which are reserved words of Python. And the last assignment is to create an error using the reserved word of Python. And we take race and we assign it the value text. The last one will give us an error. Thank you for joining us today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to receive notifications for future Python tutorials. Stay tuned for more exciting content on our channel, and happy coding!